Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli. First of all, I would like to thank His Excellency Brother MashaAllah for giving a very thoughtful, incisive, frank presentation. May I recollect that in the IPS we have initiated this series of roundtables to focus on some of the critical issues and, if possible, provide some input for policymakers by at least identifying, if not fully clarifying, all the issues they have to be addressed. We began in China, and it is our recognition of the role of Iran that the second of the series we invited our dear brother to make a presentation, and we propose to continue this process. Iran, different aspects of the historical dimension and cultural perspectives have been highlighted. I will be permitted to share another thought in this aspect, and that is that the historic and revolutionary emergence of Islam and its fast spread throughout different nooks and corners of the world, we find that in the initial process, Islamization and Arabization were two sides of the same coin. When Islam reached Persia, I am using the term deliberately, a process of indigenization of Islam, re-inauguration, and its projection and presentation, on the one hand, with roots in the original sources and respect for the tradition, but a flexibility to face the challenges of diversity of cultures, historical traditions. So we find a new model emerging. And that is a very important dimension which is often neglected, at least in my opinion. Secondly, the issues presently involved can be discussed at the macro as well as the micro level. At the micro level, there have been very important developments and there have been very serious lapses and breaches. It's not a time to share blame, but to honestly and objectively identify why things have not been able to move in the direction they should have. There could be technical, personal failures, but there could be more strategic issues. And that's why I think even the micro cooperation or lack of it has to be seen in the context of the micro situation. The way I see it, I think that the future of this region and of course the global scenarios would very much depend upon cooperation between Pakistan, Iran, Afghanistan, Central Asia, Middle East. Here, people are talking of isolation of Pakistani leadership vis-a-vis the current American, European pressures. But I think there is a more fundamental isolation, and that is between the leadership of these countries and the people of these countries. Policy making, unfortunately, is drifting in the direction of the games played by the leaders, disregarding the feeling of the people. While in my view this phenomenon is not confined to Pakistan and the Muslim world, even in America and Western countries, this problem is there, but not to that extent, not with that intensity. And that's why many of the failures have to be traced to this vacuum, this de-link. And in my view, what is happening in the Middle East and Africa today is actually an effort to bridge that gap and to reassert the power of the people. And I have no reservation in saying that to me, democratization and Islamization are again two sides of the same coin. Because whatever be their failures, both in knowledge and practice, at least the aspirations of the people throughout in the Muslim world are towards Islam. Those of you who have seen Gallup surveys and their analysis by Esposito in his book, Who Speaks for the Muslims, it is very interesting that throughout the Muslim world, almost 90% of the people want to have Quran and Sunnah as the source of their guidance as individual and public life. So democratization to me would lead to Islamization. And the manner in which democracy had been scattered in the Muslim world was part of the strategy of the West, because they thought that with real democratization, Islam will become a major deciding force. I recollect in 1953, the first colloquium on Islam was held in Princeton, and one of the American professors, he made a very succinct observation. And he said that secular laws can be introduced in the Muslim world only through fiat of the government and rulers who have despotic power. Because if reference to the people is made, then secularism would never be enforced. So that is the basic dilemma of this issue. And today we are reconsidering in the context of this ideological and civilizational scenario. Islamic revolution of Iran has to be seen in the same context. And when my first visit to Islamic Republic of Iran after the revolution took place, within a few months of the revolution, the second one after 3 or 4 years, and on both the occasions I made it very clear that to us it's not an Iranian revolution, it is an Islamic revolution in Iran. And if we can be conscious of that difference, then this is going to be a pace setter for the future. And in that respect, I think even Iranian leadership has to make some introspective analysis. I am aware of their difficulties. I am aware of their external constraints. Yet, that ideological dimension cannot be totally ignored. I would be very blunt. There is another very important dimension, and in which I don't blame on any one party. But this is part of the global strategy of our adversaries, that the sectarian conflict should emerge among the Muslims, and that should disrupt and sabotage from within the emergence of the Islamic phenomena and the Islamic resurgence. And in that, consciously or unconsciously, who is playing what role has to be understood. And let me recollect that Kissinger, in one of his speeches in the 60s, he said the security and stability of Israel would depend upon fragmentation of the Arab and Muslim countries. And that should be on the basis of ethnic and sectarian. These are the words. And that is how the current Arab-Iranian conflicts, that is how in different forms the sectarian conflict was promoted. And even in the current situation in Iraq, the strategy in Afghanistan, the problem we face in Pakistan, these are very much there. And go to any Arab country, unfortunately, instead of saying things in the light of reality, they are trying to blow it in the direction of sectarian action. What is happening in Bahrain, in Saudi Arabia. So I think this is a very important element. If we are honestly and objectively trying to assess the situation, and for that each one of us would have to rise above the sectarian phenomenon and believe that we have to have a genuine Islamically oriented pluralistic society where different viewpoints should be allowed to be articulated without becoming barriers or causes of discord and distress and clash and conflict. And this has to do with everyone. So that is one aspect that I thought I would share with you. The other point which the coordinator permits me relates to the hidden distrust and the leadership's, particularly in Pakistan case, bondage to American agenda and American interests. Iran tried to have some faith or at least have expectations from India. And they too had long tradition of Islamic relationships. But I think now it's becoming very clear what is the Indian aim and role in the region. And what are the major contours of US-Indian strategic cooperation and the role of the two in this region. While we want friendly relations with everybody, including India, America, but we have to realize reality. Foreign policy has to be based on a blend of idealism and pragmatism. Values and principles play a role, but interests and strategic concerns are also too important to be ignored. So it's a blend of the two that will give us a balanced foreign policy. And from that viewpoint, I think we have to do both some soul searching. Let me share in all honesty an event with you. When uprising in Iran was taking place in 78, 79, Imam Khomeini had to move to Paris. The chain was knocking at the doors of Iran. I had an opportunity to meet Imam Khomeini in Paris on 10th of January 79. And we discussed the issue of the ideological as well as future cooperation between Pakistan and Iran. And he was conscious of the prospects and possibilities as well as the difficulties and an element of distrust in the leadership at that time. And I was a cabinet member. I tried to do my best. And when the revolution took place, whole of the night I was on telephone with Ibrahim Yazdi in Paris, with Agha Shahi here, with John Jawrak. Around 3 o'clock, 3 a.m., became very clear that revolution has succeeded. I talked to Janjawad at that time, gave the message of their embassy, and that is how Pakistan was the first country to recognize around 4 a.m. It was finished immediately on the Iranian side. Now, there was a distrust for Janjawad from the Iranian side, and it has some substance in it. Yet, in the post-revolution situation, when the sanctions were imposed, and particularly when Iraq-Iran war began, I am not disclosing any secret, but the fact is that Pakistan helped Iran substantially, and that helped in removing at least part of the distrust. But I think a streak of distrust is very much there. So we have to confront it, not hide it. We have to resolve it. And it is in our vital interest that we sort out these problems and move towards a strategic relationship which has not yet taken place. But that is our destiny, and that is good for both. And also to see how it is only through a countervailing power that the neo-colonial threat can be met. And in that, the people of the Muslim world, Pakistan and Iran, their aspirations are in division. But the direction of their policies are at variance. Therein lies the real problem, and unless we face it at that macro level, I am afraid the micro lapses may not be fully addressed. With these few words, I thank you once again that I have been given an opportunity to share my thoughts.